We're walking it out every day. We make mistakes and we do things that we're not totally in it all. You know, we're not just perfect or whatever.
Right.
But a lot of them feel like if I'm not going to do it all the way, I'm not going to do it at all. But that's not what he's requiring of us.
Because scripture said we all have sinned and fall short.
Yes.
All in short.
And the reason I was asking the question is because I know, like Ruben Studdard, he went through the whole American Idol process. You know, they say his album sales didn't match what they, I guess the record labels expected of him. So he went back to his roots. And you know, and I know a lot of people that I come in contact with, a lot of times they find it, you know, kind of awkward. You know, you hear the I can sing, or I've been singing at the church, and I guess whatever direction they're trying to go, it actually doesn't pan out for them. You know, so they try to, I guess, utilize all their resources in trying to get there. And I think they don't even understand what the get there process is, or what it is in actually there, because they can actually have everything that they want, whether it's at their church or whatever. And I think that that makes it a lot harder. And I don't think a lot of people understand the significance or how hard this business is. Because it's a hard business, and you really have to have a support. And that's why it's a blessing that, you know, it's a sister, this is a family thing. So when you're looking at families, it's like, you know, your brother, your sister, your mother, your dad. Anytime you have any kind of obstacle, you know, you can always go to mom and dad. You can always go to your family. And in the industry, you don't have that father or that mother figure. You just have somebody who works for you or works for a company. So it doesn't mean they're going to have your best interest at heart.
Because at the end of the day, they're only concerned with the numbers.
That's it. It's just the numbers.
I want to interject something there, because I don't know if any Ruben Studdard people are watching, but we don't even know that their destined process. I hear what you're saying, but that could have been his process that God had destined for him, because a lot of times that American Idol could have been his platform to bring that fame or that notoriety. And once you're in a certain light, you're a person of influence. So being that it didn't work out for him, that probably could have been a part of his process, so that when you do come to gospel or to the gospel industry, you have a greater influence on people, or you reach more people that the person that started out singing gospel as a child may not ever reach. But you have a greater platform. So we don't know what people's platforms are going to be. That's why God said he's only going to judge the heart. Because we don't know their hearts, or we don't know the destined process that God had for the secular artists.
I would like to entertain that today we were listening to an interview where they was talking about how the R&B come to the church and the church don't receive them. And I would like to say that's a very serious thing that we're dealing with. But I would like people to know that there's a difference between the church and the saints. Now the church is a mess, but the saints are the called of God. If they come back to the church, there's a story in the Bible, the prodigal son. And the Lord showed in that parable when they came back that you are to receive them. Not judge.
That's right.
Because you got to consider yourself.
That's right.
And Pastor Pace always said, the sowing is greater than the reaping. So I would like to say to the church, you know, to the people, well, no matter what you see in the church, just say, oh my God, that's the church. But when it comes to the saints are praying. The saints are supporting your coming back home, prodigal son or prodigal daughter, because we are in this together. And as Latrice said, that may be your platform. Who's to say? We don't know. But the thing is, we should encourage and hold up one another, because no matter where we have to go, we got to stand on somebody's shoulder.
You cannot judge.
You can.
I think a lot of times, you know, we as a people need to stop criticizing so much.
So much.
You know, we criticize on everything, whether it's the clothes, whether it's, and I guess in the entertainment business, everything is all about what you see and about what, instead of it being about what the person is, it's all about what's visible. And that's one of the main issues for us for starting OneEbonyPlace.com. You know, it's something to be able to give people real information about these people that they'll never get in contact with. And we're not talking about just entertainers. You know, we're talking about photographers, politicians, musicians, school teachers, principals, whatever it is that you're trying to do. One Ebony Access is going to make sure that we show the world that you are exactly who you are. You know, by profession, I'm a barber. So for me, you know, I have my own ministry myself. Because despite what my clients feel, I get the opportunity to touch hands and lay hands on you, whether you know it or not. You don't have to know what I'm doing. I can tell you I'm putting alcohol on you, but you really don't know what I got in my station. But I guess a lot of times that spirit is easier for me to direct and show you what's right and wrong. And I feel that we need to give more. And that's what we're trying to do here. You know, it's a blessing just even being here. And for my viewers, if you don't feel it, it's here. He's here. Meaning our Father, He's here. And when you feel that, you know and you understand it. So for me, this is a blessing. My mama's she's gonna jump up for joy.